Hi class, kamusta? I hope that you are okay and I hope that all is well. Well, today we are going to discuss about what if analysis, the goal seek function or feature in Excel. Okay, so what if analysis? In Excel's goal seek feature lets you adjust a value used in a formula to achieve a specific goal. Or let's put it another way, goal seek determines input values needed to achieve a specific goal. So let's have an example about the break-even point. Okay, so in accounting, diba, it is a point, it is a point wherein the total revenue is equal to the total expenses, right? Expenses. So TE is equal to TR. All right, so I will share Microsoft Paint to show you our formula. So BE, BE stands for the break even, right? So to get break even value, the total revenue is equal to the total expenses, diba? Sakto po guys, let me know if na ko sa'yo pa. Okay, alright. So the break even point in units, how to get the break even point in units, kung pila ka book siya, kung pila ka book dapat mo ma-sell sa usa ka business para makakuha ka, para maka-break even ka, meaning to say, balik ko na ka-break even, PE, units, small u, okay, BE in units, break even point in units, is equal to, diba, sa itong kuan class, ang formula, FC over SP minus UC. Meaning to say, FC is fixed cost all over selling price minus unit cost. So what is FC gani? FC meaning to say, saan mo siya? Insurance, example kay mga insurance, rentals, salaries, or mga expenses that are not dependent on the level of goods or services produced by the business. So, kung may ka og selling price, ay no, kibaw na kan sa selling price, kung pila ang price, selling price, na pila ang presyo sa imong item, sa imong product, and then the unit cost. Ang unit cost, ay no, sa bataba rin siya. Okay? So, now question, how did we get this formula? Okay, so how did we derive this kind of formula? All right. So, from this equation, TR is equals to TE, we can derive this formula function above, diba? How? Sige. Gusto lang na ko nga kabalo lang ta or atong ma-discuss ba like how we derive this formula. Kani siya nga formula. Right? So from this equation, TR or the total revenue is equal to total expenses. Para mag-break even, di ba? Okay. So, unsay na as our total revenue, composition of total revenues. So, the selling price times the number of units or U na lang, small u, right? So, unsa din mga expenses? What are types of expenses? Natay fixed costs, FC. Natay BC. Di ba natin BC? Or variable cost or the contribution margin. O, di ba? Kabalo ko gamay. Okay. So, plus, kung yung tag BC, that's unit costs times the number of units, right? Ang U nga small letter is the number of units, right? Okay, sakto ba? Alright, so let's transpose this kanisha or the BC. There is a left side. So SP times units, that's the total revenue, minus, so ako i-close ha, i-close, minus, let me know class ha in our comment section or sa tong chat group if I made mistakes. Okay, so unit costs, minus na kay plus sign man eh, so times the number of units. Okay, equals FC. Right, so hapit na ta. Okay, so as you can see, naay common nila, di ba? Ang kaning times the number of units ang direpod, right? So we can say that SP minus UC minus UC ato siyang ipagawas times number of units. Diba? So, pwede rin gyapon siya mga nana. So, SP times U minus UC times U. So, that's distributive property of subtraction. Or, I mean, sige na siya class. Multiplication I mean. Alright. So, equals FC. So, pwede na ito na siya ma-divide para mahibilin ang U. Both sides, SP minus UC. Okay. SP minus UC. So, the number of units, the BEP in units is equal to FC minus SP minus UC. Diba? Nice. So, nanatay formula. Okay. Now, let's proceed. Don't save. Okay. Next is, let's say we have Yema business. Yema business. Yema biz. Okay, Yema business. Let's say our selling price SP. Kung for example, naman kita Yema's selling price ito is equals to 3 pesos. Okay. Then our fixed costs or unit costs unit cost per item or per product is equals to 2 pesos. Ating FC, for example, nagbayad ka sa nagtinda or nag-rent ka of space or small space. Sabutan natin 500 pesos. Now, to get the BEP in units, we have this formula for a fixed cost all over SP minus UC. Okay, how much is our FC? 500 pesos all over SP 3 pesos minus UC, that's 1 peso, or equals to 500 units. So you must have, or in order for you to have break-even sales of your Yema business, you must have to have, or dapat makahalin ka og 500 kabuok pieces of Yema para ma-break even ka. Alright? Okay? So, nasabtan ra class? Now, let's have, um, let's go back to our Excel file. Okay. Para dili lang mga problema class, dili ato magsige pa ka og remember sa formula class. We have this what if analysis goal seek feature in Excel class. Okay. Sample lang ni siya ang break-even point analysis sa what if analysis. Although naapidaghan niya mga, like for example, loan amortization, pwede na siya magamit ang kaning what if analysis for that loan amortization. Pero later na siya. For now, break-even point na sa ato ang i-discuss, ang ato ang i-example. Alright. So we have Yema business, diba? So we have initial projections. Okay. The selling price, diba na naugan niya atong selling price is 3 pesos. And then, mo ni siya atong pangitaon the number of units to be sold para ma-break even ka, diba? So, let's say, ako nasan siyang i-erase. Okay. Revenue. So, ang compositions ng revenue is what's ang ganito? Selling price times the number of units. So, meaning to say, the selling price times the number of units to be sold. Okay, so, nana na siya formula. So, dapat siya naka-formula siya, class. So, cost per unit, or the unit costs, 2 pesos. So, kung variable cost na gali, meaning to say that's the number of units sold times the cost per unit. Mo na siya ang variable costs. So, naka-empty pa na siya kaya wala pamantay number of units na papamantay number of units, diba? Dapat pila day ang mahalin day, dapat pila day kabuk ang dapat mahalin. Alright. So, the profit should be, diba, niya naman taganiha nga ang break-even is equal to total revenue minus total expenses. Diba? So, natin formula here. Meaning to say, equals the total revenue, this one, the total revenue minus all expenses. So, the fixed cost minus the variable costs. Okay, so ayan lang sa siyang i-mind ang kaning na ay amount here, but dapat ang kano siya ang atoang goal karon class, the profit, this one, the profit should be 0 para ma-break even siya, di ba? So, let's use now the what if analysis goal seek function in Excel. So, bantayan niyo class. So, go to data. Here, in the menu bar na ay data. Click what if analysis. And then under what if analysis na itulog ang buok the result functions. But for now, we will use the goal seek feature. Click that one. Now, naigamay nga pop-up window. Let us set the cell. Diba? This one, kaninga cell, set the cell to value 0. Diba? Gusto mo ta mag-break even. Gusto ta, ang atong goal karon kay ang profit na to is 0 para mag-break even siya. So, ato pang taod is the number of units sold by changing this cell. So pila rin ka buka ako ang meaning pila rin ka buka ako ang dapat mahalin or mabaligya para akong profit is kani siya is 0, right? And then press OK. There you go. O, diba? So meaning to say, sa atong example kaniya, diba, the break-even point in units is equal to 500 pieces. So the same thing rin ako na dire, diba? Amazing magic. To get the number, the break-even point in peso, meaning to say, the number of units sold times the selling price, diba? So, mo na siya ang atong revenue. So, this is also, the revenue is also the break-even point in peso or in dollar. Okay, so, nakuha rin yung class. So, para dili magbibog, natin another din nga projections. So, for example, here, okay, so dali na natin sa ubos. Now, we will use the WhatIfAnalysis goal-seek function class by checking how much is our selling price. Kani this one, ang atong selling price, pila datong halinon class para ang ato ang business makakuan lang, maka break even. So dapat this one is like 0, no, 0. Okay, so for example, natay ang atong given karong class kay natay units sold kani, and then natay cost per unit, this one, and then fixed cost. Okay, so atong balihon, atong usbon class, number of units sold daw. For example, kani nga example na sa taas, this one, balihon na to, what about class daw kuno kung tagpila nga atong ibalikya, how much is our selling price for a certain product or item class for us nga maka-come up og selling price with the kani nga mga variables like the natay units sold, natay cost per unit, and then the fixed cost. So ato na siyang balihon lang dire sa ubos. Okay, so the number of units sold, so target na to is natay 500, and then cost per unit is how much nga ito sa taas is 2 pesos, diba? 2 pesos. So the fixed cost na to is 500. Okay, so kanya siyang profit dire class, ato na siyang iset og 0. So how much is the selling price di ay? So pila di atong tinda, ika nang atong ibaligya, atong i-price atong tinda, sa atong baligya sa atong item di class. Alright, so what if analysis, the goal seek function or feature. So let's set this cell to value 0 by changing kani klasa ang cursor class. Don't forget to put the cursor sa corresponding cell by changing our selling price. Okay. O, diba? So same ra ang nasa taas, 3 pesos. So sakto rin siya class, right? Do you understand, class? So meaning to say, class, ang atong gipangita dere is ang selling price for each item or product na class. Okay, so 3 pesos. Now, okay, so change units sold. Humana naman na siya ganiha. Diba? Kapreha naman siya dali sa taas. This is break-even point by the number of units to be sold. Right? So, itong usbod. Balik ko na to. So, for example, natin Yema business. Okay, Yema business. For example, namaligya mong Yema, and then imuhang baligya sa mong Yema is 3 pesos. So, ang cost per unit daw ko is 2 pesos. No? Then, ang fixed costs is 500 pesos. Let's make our profit, kani profit na to 0. So, pila da ay ang number of units. Pila da ka ba kung atong halino dapat para makakame up ta og 0 nga profit. What if analysis? Go sick. Okay. So, let's set this cell here, our profit, to 0 by changing the number of units. So, of course, 500 unike, ganiha ka, for example here, 500 na gonna siya daan. Pero let's see, let's check. Alright, so 500 pesos, 500 units, right? This is 0. So for example, gusto lang ka mag-target ka of 1,000. 1,000 pesos ay mong dapat i-profit. So, let's set the cell to 1,000, to value 1,000 by changing here. So, meaning to say, para maka-profit ko og 1,000 pesos, pila day ka buok ang number of units nga dapat ako mahalin. No? Dapat ako mahalin, class, right? Click OK. Wow. So meaning to say daw ko, di ba, dali na lang kaya nga ito ang atong problem, ang atong life, di ba? So ang ito pag-target, pag-set sa atong target kung pila ang ato ang dapat halinon, pila ka atong halinon para maka-profit ta og something or a certain value. So for example here, dati profit ng 1,000, dapat dahil nga makahalin ka o 1,500 ka buong yen. Okay, so for this one and this one class, I hope that in your home, in your house, pwede mo maka-try mo ani, right? So that ends our discussion for today. So I hope if you have any questions, please erase sa to ang group chat in our Facebook Messenger chat. Okay, so again, I hope all of you guys are well. Okay, bye-bye.